Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. It's a new year, 2021, and I hope to have a lot of movies to review for you this year. The first film I would like to review, uh, thanks to the holiday we just had, New Year's Evil. This film was released by the Cannon Group Incorporated in 1980, directed by Emmett Alston, who also directed Nine Deaths of the Ninja, Three-Way Weekend, and Demon Warp. This film follows a family who is separated during the holiday. The father's away for business. Son just came into town, and the mom, who is a radio DJ, she's fixing to go on air and do a New Year's Eve hotline telethon concert. So the characters that we follow it's the Sullivan family. The son, Derek, who's played by Grant Kramer. The mother, Diane, who is also Blaze, the radio personality, is played by Roz Kelly. And Kip Niven plays Richard, the husband and father. So, as I said, this takes place, it's in Los Angeles. A movie starts up, you got some punks in their cars and convertibles just driving around Los Angeles, blasting their music, just being your stereotypical LA punk. And they show up to this venue, cop taking tickets at the door. Don't know why a cop's taking tickets at the door. Feel that they'd have better things to do. But cops ask him for tickets, and he asks over and over again while the punks just kind of look at him and smile. So one of the punks busts out a switchblade, and there's a lot of switchblades in this movie. But he busts out a switchblade right in the cop's face, and you see that it's a comb and not a knife. And the punk plays a joke, but I think in all reality, and reality aside, but I think a cop would have slammed him to the ground, pulling a knife out to his face like that. But they get in, it's the like I said, the concert telethon, it's the Hollywood hotline, and they're essentially having a countdown for each individual time zone and having a concert, different bands playing. One of the bands playing is a band called Shadow, who does the theme song for this movie, same title, New Year's Evil. So it's these bands playing the countdown, and they're kind of like tallying up the most popular new wave rock bands of the year. So people call in, let them know what their favorite rock band or song was of the year, and they tally it up, sort of like an 80s version of I don't know if anyone remembers TRL on MTV, back when MTV played music. It had Total Request Live, and it was always like the top 10. So it was a very similar thing like that, a telethon. Killer Named Evil calls into the telethon. Blaze is handed the phone, and she's like, who is this? And he has a voice augmenter, and he says, my name is Evil, someone's going to die at midnight. And she just kind of throws it off as a joke. Later, Evil calls back in and plays a recording of him having killed somebody, and it's no longer a joke. Cops get involved. It turns into a manhunt at that point in time. So the killer Evil ends up going to goes to different places of significance in his life to hunt and kill who he's going after for that given midnight hour. And the first one happens at a psych ward. And I think it's funny because they have the telethon playing at the psych ward. So it's like, punk rock, like new wave style music. And I mean, just some very active participants in the at the psych ward, just dancing around, having a good old time. And then you transition back over to the actual location where the event is taking place, and people are just bumping around like zombies, just like slow weaving and bobbing around. And the music is so soft. It's being played so soft that you can hear just the shifting of feet on the ground. You can hear like the brushing up of jackets. So it's kind of funny that you can hear all that, and they didn't just play over it, or I guess they didn't think to add in the music while it was playing, and they just sort of played it soft live. So I guess, less production value that they have to deal with. Um, but the film takes place at these three areas. So, like, he dresses up as a doctor and kills somebody at the psych ward. Then he dresses up like a rich, like an artist's management type person. He puts on this cheesy mustache. It looks like it came from like a kid's Halloween costume that he glues on. It's just that really cheap looking, like, flat straight hair, and it's just ridiculous. And he dresses up as a priest at one time, ends up encountering a motorcycle gang, and the there's a scene where the gang chases him into a drive-in movie theater, and while he's on the run, one of the gang members finds him, and he's like, stop there. And while he's dressed as a priest, he's like, no, I'm a man of God, not a man of violence. And I don't even think he waits a second after it, stabs the guy. So, breaks out the switchblade again, stabs him, and then runs off and steals a car from some kids, and, makes his great escape. So, there's the cheesy detective in this film he's on top of everything. He listened to the recorder, and he's just listening to the message, and he's just like, I detect some sort of voice augmenter. There's something changing his voice, and it's like, he sounds like a robot, and a poor one at that. And then they bring in a criminal psychologist who tries to use the clues that they have already to determine that he has mother issues and he's killing women because of one reason or another. And it goes into a little bit more detail, and there's like, a good 20 seconds of just serious physician talk. Just a criminal psychologist, just really just psychoanalyzing the moment. And it's it's 80s horror. It's silly, and they throw all that stuff in there. Essentially, the concept of the movie is for Evil to make it to this venue, and he's going after Blaze. That's supposed to be his final kill. So while he's there, he ends up getting into the building. There's a cop chase out, and he shoots one of the cops, and I find this to be probably my favorite part of the movie. But he shoots one of the cops, and it's the most anticlimactic cop shot in a movie scene I have ever witnessed. It's almost like he got shot by like an airsoft rifle or a pellet gun, and it's just like it's like bang, ugh, and he just kind of bumps up against the wall. Like any other horror film in the 80s, I'm sure there'd be some flailing about, Wilhelm scream thrown in there just to kind of, fall down the stairs. But, all in all, it's a good film. I definitely say check it out. It's 2.5 stars. It's, give it a watch. Tell me what you think. Again, I will put in the description below the band Shadow that played the theme song for this film, New Year's Evil. I'll throw that in there. You can go check it out. And then if you liked it, smash that thumbs up. If you didn't, smash that thumbs down. If you've seen this movie, and if there was something that you liked, and just give me a little comment. Tell me what you thought. And hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, let you know when I have new and upcoming videos for 2021. So as always, be kind to one another. It's New Year, 2021. It's going to be a lot better than 2020. I think just about anything can be a lot better than 2020 for, modern day. So y'all be good to each other. Have a great rest of the day, and thank you for stopping by. See you next time.